Hey, thanks so much for coming, man. I had to get something off my chest because like there's something that I've been thinking about. I can't get it off my mind. I just had to tell somebody, and I just knew you'd be the perfect person to tell. So man, I really appreciate it. Anytime. So you know, graduation's coming up, and there's just a lot of big things I want to do outside of just getting my first job. Like I have plans with that too, but there's just something I feel like it's a calling of mine. You know, it's like I can't stop thinking about it. I keep having dreams about it. It's like I'm becoming somewhat obsessed with it because it's been on my mind for so long. And it's like I do research on it every single day. It's all I ever do, like Google, YouTube, books, articles, anything I can find, I just read up on it. I've seen myself doing this for so long, and I just wanted to share it with you. So, after graduation, I plan on getting my first job in IT. And this is gonna sound crazy, so just bear with me, okay? So after graduation, I want my first job to pay me $70,000 a year at least. Like I won't accept anything beyond that. And I know you're looking at me like I'm crazy, but just hear me out, okay? And so I'm gonna live off of half of that income, and I'm gonna use the other half to invest in my own online software company. I'm gonna launch it, and eventually, not anytime soon, but eventually, is going to build me a side income that is going to become passive, and the more money I make from it, I'm going to keep reinvesting into that business to the point where I hire a team that runs it for me, and I just kind of get to oversee everything, that while doing my job, and essentially doubling and eventually tripling my income. And that's just the start, man. There's so much I want to do. You know, since we've been in college, like I've been into music too. Like I want to veer off into that field as well. Like I guess what I'm saying is I don't want to be tied down to just one thing. I don't want to be just tied down to a job for the rest of my life, and hopefully 40 years later, maybe I'll be able to retire. Like I want to be able to say that I don't have to have a job right now, be able to come and go as I please. And it's literally something that keeps me up at night. Like I cannot stop thinking about it at all. Oh, you're serious? Most people only make $50,000 a year, and you're saying that you're not going to accept anything under 70? What? And you're just getting out of college, and you expect people to just leave that they owe you $70K a year at least? Are you serious right now? Bro. Reggie, what? Dude, I think you were a really smart guy, but I don't think you're capable of doing that. Straight up honestly, I don't. That is totally unsafe, living off of half your income for one, which by the way, probably won't be 70K, but living off of half your income and putting the other half into whatever this business is of yours, whatever your software company. What if it goes under? Don't you have debt? Like, do you think about these things before you say it? Like, this is not safe, this is not secure. You should just, like, first of all, you haven't even got the job yet. Like, come on, bro. Thanks for listening, man. I'm about to give you guys 3 reasons why you shouldn't tell people about your goals. Let's get into it. Reason number 1 is because not everybody is on your side. Not everybody is rooting for you. Not everybody wants to see you succeed. And not everyone believes that you can succeed. So to go and tell everyone about your goals, or to tell people in general just about your goals, it can be a very dangerous game because you don't know what's going on in their heads about you. It could be people who or shaking your hand, smiling in your face every day. It could be your friends, your acquaintances. It could even be your family that might not be rooting for you or might not be supportive of whatever endeavor you're going after. So keep that in mind. Now, for this one specifically, it's not necessarily that anyone can do anything about you achieving your goal. It's not that they can stop you or anything, but they can definitely slow you down. And slowing down can often translate to you stopping yourself, aka giving up. And we'll get into that in a second. So knowing that not everyone's on your side, that's going to translate to them saying negative things about what you're doing to other people and even directly to yourself. And it's even going to translate to them just having negative thoughts in general about it. And not every one of them is going to keep your endeavors to themselves. They're going to tell other people about it. Can you believe him? He thinks he can do this. And then it's going to go full circle and it's going to come right back to you. And then you're going to be feeling a certain way about it. And it's really going to hurt your feelings because, like I said, it could be acquaintances, it could be friends, it could be people who you really look up to, people who you really think something of that are saying these things and thinking these things about you. And that can really leave a mark. And lastly, what'll happen is these negative words and these negative thoughts that other people have, eventually they will become your own. I don't care how strong-willed you are. I don't care how strong-minded you are. Something is going to give. Everybody has a breaking point. Everybody has a point where they hit a dip and they don't know if they can recover from it. And with the excess negativity of what everybody else is saying, what everybody else is thinking, people tend to give up, throw in the towel right then and there because they don't feel like they're worthy of what they want. They will then talk themselves out of a dream that they had a few years ago. And they'll walk away. Never try it again. Choose something safer. I'm telling you right now, you don't want somebody else's negative words and negative thoughts to become your own because they will become a reality. If you believe in that toxicity and if you believe in that negativity, it's going to be a reality. You won't be successful in it if you allow people to tell you that you're not, which is why it's so important not to go around telling people about your goals. And I don't mean you can't tell anybody about it, but you can't just going around telling multiple people your goals. That is a recipe for disaster. You do not want that. You have a vision for where you want to be in the next 2 to 5 years, right? Somebody else walking across the street might have a totally different vision for themselves. And so when you give your vision to someone else, they're not going to see it your way and they're almost always going to disagree with it and tell you that you can't do it or it's impossible or it's too risky or it's not practical, it's not safe. Stuff like that. Stuff that makes sense at the surface, but when you look at it at a deeper level, it really doesn't make much sense at all because if you don't have the same talents and ambition that I do when I'm going for this certain endeavor, how are you going to sit there and tell me what I'm capable of and what I'm not capable of? It doesn't make too much sense, does it? The moral of the story is, don't let the blind proofread your vision. Guys, I hope you like this video. I'm Reggie Bryant. Thanks so much for watching. I make 2 videos every single week about personal growth, intentional living, and success. And I'd love to have you for the next one. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button. And I want you guys to comment down below. Have you ever told somebody about a goal or a dream that you had and they laughed at you or in some kind of way just disapproved of what you were wanting to do? But comment down below. I'd love to see what you guys have to say about that. Anyways, thanks for watching.